Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadosh. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching this truth, and peace and salutation to all the Yakim out there kicking this word in truth and sincerity. Now, I want to do a quick little lesson, maybe more like just an edifying video on being strong, being a man, and being masculine. You get a quick scripture here. This is 1 Corinthians 16 and 13, and it says, "Watch ye, stand fast in the faith, quit you like men, be strong." Now this queendom that we find ourselves in is opposed to masculine energy, opposed to men being strong and courageous. And everything's built around that. Actually, we call this a queendom because it's made for the comfort of a woman, for the comfort of women. So just imagine you marry a woman and then you move into a dollhouse, all pink and everything's soft and rosy and just, made for a woman. Like, how much of your masculine energy do you think you would preserve in that environment? Now, this is the situation that we find ourselves in as men in a world, in a queendom that softens us, that gives us all these comforts, creature comforts, and makes life easy. Now, what makes men strong is adversity, not comfort, resistance to, or not resisting things that the body wants or doesn't want. Oh, Slacky, let me say that better. Pushing the body through things that it doesn't want to do. Now, that's how we build muscle when we work out. When you get to that last set, if you're doing it right, you get to that last set, you're trying to work until failure. And when you work until failure, it does not feel good. The body doesn't want to do it. The body, get to the point where you can't do it. And when you work out like this, that's how you build strength. That's how you build muscle, is working until the body just cannot do it anymore. Otherwise, you're not working out right. Now, in this queendom, everything's, like I said, soft. Here, I'm sitting here on carpet right now. Soft. Everything's soft. I want to go to the store. It's 25 degrees out. I'm going to hop in my car, turn the heat on, Oh, don't forget, I'm going to put my jacket on because it's cold out. And get in the car, turn the heat on, drive to the store, and come home. What would build character, what would build strength, is going outside, bracing that cold, doing what the body doesn't want to do, getting it out of its comfort zone. Walking to the store, man, that's not easy. And that's why we have a lot of soft men in this society, is because we do everything easy. We want everything to be soft on us, just like the woman wants it. The woman is going to do exactly what we do. She's going to put on the jacket, she's going to get into her car, turn the heat on, and drive to the store. Now, I'm not saying, because I'm saying don't drive to the store and put your jacket on. Where this society is kind of built around us doing that. Most of us don't live within walking distance of a store, and if it's 25 degrees out or lower, then you're going to freeze to death trying to get there if you go without a jacket. But if I challenge you, if the store is within walking distance, get your ass out there and walk to it. Try to wear less layers. Don't put a jacket on. This is where strength comes from. Doing things the body doesn't want to do. Doing things that are uncomfortable for the body to do. On a hot day, get out there and brave that heat. Don't walk, or just like it. Don't drive in a car that's got the AC on. It's 100 degrees out, and in your car it's 75 degrees. You know what that does to you? It makes you weak. It makes you weak to the elements. You're insulating yourself when you could be strengthening yourself by facing these things. It's lucky. I recommend all men do this. When you have the option to do it, when you have the option to do something that is not comfortable for the body, do it. If you have access to a sauna, bear that heat. Get in that sauna, stay in there as long as you can. This winter, wear less layers. Try going outside with a t-shirt on when it's freezing out, below freezing, and bear it for as long as you can. And what you start to realize is that the cold isn't as bad as you think it is. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold as it could be cold as shit out. Right now it's 25 degrees out, something like that. I went out in a t-shirt. Didn't go far. It was cold. But I went out in a t-shirt. I didn't put a jacket on. I didn't put a sweater on. I wanted to feel that. I wanted to feel the cold. I wanted to, brace myself against it, and not feel like that's something that I need to always cuddle myself against. This is why a woman can't raise a man. That they can raise boys, they can take care of boys, keep them alive. They can't actually raise a man. It's not in their instincts to do it. And this is nothing nefarious. This is a good instinct for a woman to care for her children. However, she can't create a man because she always wants to coddle her children against adversity. She wants to coddle the man against adversity. The mom says, it's cold outside, put your jacket on. The boy falls, the mom coddles the boy. She says, oh, you okay? Oh, it's bleeding. Oh, you want a Band-Aid? Oh, maybe you shouldn't, go sit down, not play for a bit, That reminds me, I had this friend one time, he had 3 boys. And we were watching one of the boys run down this rocky hill, very rocky. And as he was running down this hill, this boy was probably, I think he was about 4 years old, 3, 4. As he was running down the hill, he tripped and fell on his face, hands, and it looked painful. And you know what his father said? No, his father didn't say anything. Slocky. His father just sat there and watched. He didn't coddle him. And the boy got up and he said, I'm strong. I'm strong. It was one of the best things I've seen a young boy do in a long time. Now, if the mother was there, she probably would have been like, "Oh, you okay?" And probably would have triggered the boy to want to cry. Who knows how that would have played out. But this is what fathers do for sons. Fathers want their sons to face adversity and become strong. But the mother, when the child faces adversity, the mother wants to coddle the child. This is why women can't raise men. Yeah, the man will grow up. He'll be in a male body, but he'll be soft. Now we see a lot of this going on, and a lot of this, of course, is due to propaganda, because they're trying to soften the male up. They're calling masculinity toxic, and we see a lot of men being bisexual, transsexual, being more feminine, because that's what this queendom does. And the further we go down this road of technological advancements and in these creature comforts, the more feminine men are going to get because the less exposure to adversity. I'm talking physical adversity, like working out, walking, instead of driving everywhere. Just exposure to things that the body doesn't want to do. The more we get of that, the more effeminate the men are going to become. The more effeminate the men are becoming. So, and it's not just working out. We can work out to gain that strength. Of course, reading the scriptures, because the scriptures is full of masculine information and energy, and being how to be strong and a man. Fasting is another way to increase this strength, because like I said, anything the body wants to do, if you resist that, you gain strength from it. Masturbating, I wouldn't recommend ever looking at porn, and I personally, I don't masturbate. It's just, if I'm not having sex, then that's just, there's nothing coming out my rod. Slock it. That's not even sorry about that. I don't know why I say that. Because well, first, when I started doing what they call that NoFap, I found a lot of strength in that, in resisting the desire to masturbate. And then after a while, I realized, I don't even know why I was masturbating in the first place. It just, it took something from me. That's what I realized, is that when I masturbated, it took something from me that I actually wanted. It took a piece of my energy, took my strength. I think it's a demonic thing to masturbate. And so, sex is a different thing. Laying with a woman is not the same as masturbating. And then throw porn in the mixture of masturbating, and man, you got yourself a mixture of some soul draining stuff right there. Yeah, that's a real soul draining. So I don't do that. I don't really take care of my hair. I know it's messy. It feels more masculine to just kind of let it go, and to be gruff. It just feels masculine. I see guys, and I'm not talking, I don't want to talk crap on anybody, any men out there, but I see guys lining up their mustaches and their beards, and grooming themselves there in the mirror. Who knows how long that kind of stuff takes, or maybe they have someone else do it. But to me, that's it feels feminine. It's feminizing for me to take care of myself in that way, to line up. It's not like my hygiene's bad. I take care of myself. I brush my teeth. Occasionally, I comb my hair because it'll get naughty, and it'll get pretty naughty and mad at if I didn't. So I can come out what I have of a beard and goatee. Shower, eat good. I try to keep my clothes clean, but sometimes I like to work and forget that, hey, sometimes my clothes need to be clean. I don't work. I don't always need my clothes I don't need my clothes washed every day. Every day it's not like, oh, new T-shirt. No, I don't. I'm not that messy, so it's not like I need to change my shirt every damn day. And these things help me feel. They help me hold my masculine frame. So, just to recap, building strength, of course, reading the scriptures, work out, put the body out there, doing things that it doesn't want to do, get out in the cold, get out in the heat. If you live close enough to things that usually drive to, walk there. Get out in the environment. That's a very masculine thing to do. Masculine energy is movement. It's action. So you're sitting around the house, watching television, eating bonbons like a woman, or eating a lot of sugar, candy. Even I don't eat candy. I don't touch candy, and I avoid sugar or processed sugar. There's something about that that also feels emasculating. I can't really explain it. Maybe there's some science about behind it. I don't know. I don't do it though. Try to eat good. Yeah, sitting around the house, movement. Get out, and move that body. You know, and get out and face things that you normally wouldn't face. Of course, this is you can go out and face jobs, face bosses, face people, all that kind of stuff. That's a masculine building too. But a lot of men do that. What a lot of men don't do is move their ass. Besides going to the gym, I mean, going to the gym is great, but get out in the world, walk, get out in the park, wherever you got that space. Walk where places where it might be a little bit more dangerous. Expose yourself to a little bit more danger, and I don't mean like street danger, like the hood. That's just stupid. Don't be doing that kind of stuff like that. But in the wilderness, where there might be snakes and God, God knows what out there that might harm you. But exposure to things like this actually build character and build our strength up. So. It's one more thing I wanted to mention, and then I'll end it with this. This is going back to the mother not having the ability to raise men. And there's this book called Iron John. It's a really good read for anyone who's trying to find that masculine energy. In this book, there is a parable of the mother who is keeping a key away from her son, and this key has opens the cage to masculinity. Now, it's not that the female or the mother is the key to this. It's just that she prevents him from getting it. And in the story, it almost seems like it's nefarious, but actually, and I think even highlights this in the book, is that the mother can't give the key. She can't do it. She always will coddle the boy. She won't allow the boy to be exposed to that masculinity and that adversity. So she holds the key, and the boy actually has to steal the key from the mother to be able to get it. So you could say that to be able to get to your masculinity, you got to bypass the coddling of the mother. You got to basically get from underneath her. This is not to say, disrespect your mother, don't honor your mother. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that you got to understand that it is not in your best interest to expect her to help you develop that masculine energy. She is not necessarily against it. She just doesn't have it in her to you for you to be able to get it. You're not going to get any kind of masculine energy from your mother, not at all. And actually, what you're going to have to do is go against what she says. Because if you still have a relationship with your mother, you're talking to your mother, you're going to do things, and if you tell your mom about it, she's going to be like, oh, you shouldn't do that, or you're going to hurt yourself, or you're going to get sick. You go outside without a jacket. What does your mom say? You're going to catch a cold. My mom still tells me that if I go outside when it's cold, I'm going to catch a cold. And that's not where colds come from. They don't come from you not wearing your jacket outside. So bypass the mother. Bypass anything she says, because she does not understand. The mother does not understand what it means to be a man, how to create a man. No mother knows how to do this. It's impossible. It's not in their instinct. They're going to try their hardest, but they're not going to be able to fully do it, because they're not men. They don't know what it means to be a man. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope this is edifying, and shalom.